The women's basketball team getting it done last night.
Oh, man.
Led by our next in-studio guest, Lexi Eaton.
Maybe Pepperdine.
37 points and 14 rebounds. Lexi, this is after a game you scored 27 and had 13 rebounds. What the heck is going right?
A lot, apparently. Yeah, it's been awesome. I think I've kind of found a little bit of a groove, so it's been good.
How did you find them?
Well, so I was talking to Juddy last night after the game, and he said, "Did you feel like you were just on fire or what?" And I said, "Well, I feel like I found the zone, but I felt like I didn't do anything special also." And he said, "I agree. I feel like you played like Lexi can." And so that's kind of the thing, is that I've been waiting kind of for this Lexi Eaton to come to the occasion for 3 years. I've been working on it, so it was good success last night.
Now, this was big because Morgan Bailey spent most of the first half on the bench, out with 2 fouls after the first 4 minutes, and then she picked up a third late in the first half.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, it was almost like you knew you needed to do something about this. Was that in your mind last night?
That thought didn't cross my mind, but obviously you have to step it up when Morgan goes out. She's a huge contributor. But I felt like I just had the right mentality from the start and found the flow of the game early, so that's kind of what happened.
In terms of rebounding, I mean, 14 boards as well. Where's the emphasis for you in also getting rebounds?
Yeah, that comes from the mentality to just be an all-around player, and I've really focused on that lately, and that also helps my scoring. So it's a win-win for me just to hit the boards on both offensive and defensive end.
So Coach Judkins pulls you out with about 5 minutes left. You're right at your previous career high, which was 32 points. Did you know you needed another point to set a new career high?
I didn't. Some people mentioned that to me, though. They mentioned that, and I said, "Oh, that's interesting," but
You did not say that. You're like, "Get me back in the game, Coach."
Put me in, Coach.
You did some shimmy or something on the bench. I tuned in and I saw that. What,
At the
what
end
was
of the game,
what
next
was
to
that?
Kylie
Oh,
Maeda.
geez.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, apparently I got caught on camera.
Yeah, there are cameras there, Lexi.
There are. Yeah, Kylie and I were pointing out some people in the crowd that had some awesome dance moves.
Oh,
and
here it is.
We were
Here it
trying
is.
to copy. We were trying to copy them.
Well, when you score 37 and 14, you can do whatever the heck you want on the bench. Okay.
Thank you.
300 wins for Jeff Judkins. You played a huge role in helping him get that milestone victory. What did you say to your coach last night after win number 300?
I told him it was big time, and he was quick to congratulate me right back. But Coach Judkins, he's a competitor, and we love playing for him just for that reason, because he loves to win, and he has the fight and the drive to put teams together that do that.
Is this how you imagine the season would be after Jennifer Hampson and Kim Beeston graduated? This has been really good. 18-5. You won 15 and 17.
Definitely. I think we didn't know exactly what to expect after that such high season, and with Jen being gone. But we knew we had really great pieces, and we just needed to put it together. And we have a great coach, as I just said, and with the system. So we knew we had high expectations, but this has definitely been a good output for that.
You host LMU on Saturday. There's still a chance that you could catch Gonzaga to at least tie for a West Coast Conference regular season title.
Or win it. There's
Especially
enough time.
because you get the Zags at home for the regular season
Yeah.
finale. But where are your team goals at this point in the season at 18-5 and 10-2 in conference?
At this point, we're focusing on each game one at a time because they're so important. You can't lose these games to LMU and these other teams, because we are going for the conference championship. And so we're trying to take care of business along the road, and then prepping for St. Mary's and Gonzaga is huge. So we're looking forward to that one.
Any concern about the lack of maybe bench help in a game where maybe one or two people are off, where every night you've got to be on? You and Morgan and company have to really bring it every time.
Yeah, there is a concern there, because obviously you can't all do it by yourself. Morgan and I realize that, and so we've tried to be distributors as well as scorers and involve everybody. And I think the bench realizes that we can't do it on our own, and so they've been trying to be more aggressive, and we're feeding that, and we want them to be aggressive.
You got some big points from McKaylee Orton, who has had to step in and play some minutes because Ashley Garfield went out with that season-ending ACL tear.
Yeah.
So when you see somebody like McKaylee, who's a sophomore, come in and score 7 points and run the floor well, what does that do for your team when you have such high expectations?
Yeah, it's huge, especially from McKaylee, a kind of a role player, but we all know that she's so athletic and so quick. And you saw that in that game last night, especially when she went up against those bigs last night. I knew that she was going to be quicker than them, and so I looked for her on the floor, and I think she's just starting to realize what her potential can be.
Can you score more than 37 in another game this year?
I think so if I make my free throws. That's what I was bummed
about. Are free throws
about.
the key to get 37, or is
well,
it threes?
I missed 3 last night. So
how many did you take?
Is that where we need to get critical
score.
on you, Lexi?
Yes, it is.
Make your free throws.
Make your dang free throws.
You were 4 of 7.
Yep.
So you would have had 40.
I would have.
Have you thought about that?
Oh yeah, kills me. Kills
of course
me.
she has.
You go 5 of 10 from 3. You took 26 shots.
Yep.
Is everyone okay with this on the rest of the team?
As long as you're hitting them.
She made 14 of those.
I know. That's pretty good.
As long as you're hitting them, they're okay with that.
We joked earlier in the year about the battle between you and Morgan for leading the conference in scoring and whatnot. What's the dynamic like with the two of you of, all right, we're gonna have to share the load tonight?
Yeah.
Every night.
Last night she was awesome. She was cheering me on, saying career night, let's go. And we cheer each other on. We love playing with each other in that dynamic and a 2-man game. We love the pick and roll together, and so it's a ton of fun with Morgan.
Here's the good thing about Morgan. She had 0 points at halftime last night. Okay, reigning West Coast Conference player. She finished with 12 points and 8 rebounds, and so she doesn't need much time to get going like you. And that's the dynamic that Coach Judkins can enjoy. Is he doesn't have one superstar, he has 2. And so do you like that designation though? Like, Lexi, we need you to be the superstar.
I do. I love it. I feel like I've had that role for a long time in my life, and it's what I do best is attack and score. And so I'm just happy to do that for my team and get the wins.
Do you prepare at all for high jumping after this? Because are you going to do that with track again?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I haven't jumped since the end of the high jump season.
So once basketball ends, then you'll be like, all right,
yep,
I'll go to practice and figure it out.
Start up then. It's cold turkey right now. So.
And you almost made the NCAA championships
last
year? Remind me.
Yeah, I made regionals. Yep, placed in regionals, but missed the mark for nationals. So.
What was your highest jump?
My highest jump was 5'11" and a quarter.
Good
and you were how tall?
I'm 5'10" with shoes on.
Higher than, yeah, with shoes on?
Yes,
okay. Higher than your height. That's amazing.
Thank you. Fallsbury flop.
That's right.
Yeah.